let's talk about financial discipline. But before we get into that, ask yourself, are you a financially disciplined person or not? Or what comes to your mind when we talk about financial discipline? Well, for me, when I think about financial discipline, I think about practice of developing a set of rules and sticking to them in order to achieve your financial goals. When I think about how to be financially disciplined, I think of it as a skill. In my opinion, it's something you can work on and definitely get better at. The idea is to make you have control over your money and not the other way around. What was the first thing that came to your mind when you thought about financial discipline? Drop a comment down below. Being able to stay financially disciplined is super important in terms of your long-term financial growth because it helps you to make logical decisions that allow you to take action on things that are important in terms of prioritizing your financial growth. But if you know that you're struggling with financial discipline, don't worry, because in this video we go over 4 tips how to be financially disciplined. Number 1, become more valuable. So let's dive into a concrete example immediately. Let's say you have $200. How you're gonna spend it? Now seriously, think about it. Are you going to spend it on something not that important, for example clothes or eating out? Or are you going to just save it? Or are you going to invest in yourself? For example, taking a new course and learning a new skill. What I'm trying to say is that when you invest in yourself, for example, you invested those $200 to learn something new and become more valuable, that's a sign of being a disciplined person. You want to get better. And when you do that, you commit to the process to learn something new. And what it does is that you become financially more disciplined. You're using your money wisely, and as a result, you're becoming more valuable. Investing in becoming more valuable is the best investment you can do. So if I, for example, had $500 and I could invest it in the market, or then I could invest it in learning new skills, probably investing in yourself is going to be more valuable because when you learn something new, you can offer that to other people as well. Investing money in the market won't make you more valuable to other people. Yes, it's important to invest your money in the market because that's the easiest way to put your money to work for you. But by investing in learning new things and skills, you become more valuable, which opens doors for you to completely new opportunities. And when you invest in yourself, let's say you take some kind of course to learn a new skill, it teaches you to implement the knowledge you get from there into your life. As a result, you'll become a more disciplined person as well. And if you're liking this video this far and would like to see more of this type of content, make sure to hit the thumbs up and subscribe for more so you don't miss the newest uploads every Sunday. Then, tip number 2, how to be financially disciplined. This is an important one. Logic over emotions. So are you more of a logical or emotional person? Are you making your decisions more based on logic or your emotions? Here's an important thing. When it comes to being financially disciplined and making financially smart decisions, it almost always comes down to logic. If you are constantly making your financial decisions based on your emotions, the fact is that it might not be the best decision when we think about how to be financially disciplined. So let's say you buy a new car you don't really need. Or let's say you constantly make purchases you don't really need, but you buy them because you feel like you need them at that moment. That's why emotions and financial discipline, in my opinion, don't work together. So here's one tip if you're more of an emotional person and you tend to make your financial decisions based on your emotions. So let's say you want to buy something and you feel that you want it. If you are not sure about that, but you really feel like you want to do that, wait for 24 hours or even longer. Because when you do that, you give yourself time to think about that purchase, and in reality, it might be something you don't really need. So why to spend money on that? This process will make you financially more disciplined because you probably think logically as well. And that's why logical thinking is crucial for financial discipline, because it allows you and helps you to make determined decisions, whether it's investing money in the stock market or saving money or spending your money. You have to realize that if you want to become financially disciplined, think about the result you get when you spend your money. For example, if you invest in the stock market, you put your money to work for you. Or if you invest in yourself, for example, learning a new skill, again, you're becoming more valuable, and later on you can use that to your advantage. You can also spend your money on something you enjoy, for example, traveling. And in my opinion, it's not waste of money, because seeing the world can help you to think in a bit different way, and it can definitely have a positive effect on your personal growth. But if you're spending your money mostly on things you don't really need or that don't bring any value to you, I would think twice if it's really worth it to spend your money on a certain thing. And I'm not saying that being an emotional person from a financial perspective is bad, but make sure those emotions don't take control over your finances, because the ultimate goal of being financially disciplined is to make you have control over your money. Alright, tip number 3. Financial education. So in my opinion, the easiest way to become financially more disciplined is by investing in financial education. Because when you invest in financial education, you're forcing yourself to learn new things, which means you start building a habit of learning. And eventually, once you do it for a while, it becomes a strong habit. If you're able to do it consistently, you're able to sort of discipline yourself to do that. Now, speaking about financial education, Are you learning something new about finances daily? That would be the most effective way to make sure that you make improvement in your financial knowledge, but also that you're building healthy, disciplined habits. I mean, it can be something super simple. You can read financial books or listen to a podcast or watch a couple of YouTube videos every day, but make sure you process the knowledge, because when you do that, it's easier to understand it and put it in practice. So financial education is extremely important when it comes to being more financially disciplined, and that's why you have to invest in financial education if you want to have control over your money. If I now talk from my own experience, when I started investing my time in financial education, it helped me to change my mindset in a way that I was able to work on becoming financially more disciplined. So I started to think about potential outcomes and results I can get, and I started working on new skills, not only to become more valuable, but to challenge myself daily to make sure I'm working towards something important. When you educate yourself about finances, for me it had such a strong impact on my mindset, and that's what really made me think about financial discipline. And now when I'm making financial decisions, I mostly think logically about them. Alright, now the last tip number 4. Are you ready? Learn to put your money to work. So here's my question to you. Would you rather have $1,000 sitting in your bank account or $1,000 in the stock market working for you? I think this is a pretty easy question. So here's the thing. If you can learn how to make more money with the money you have, that's again a sign of being financially disciplined. You're making logical decisions to become financially more powerful. So instead of having $1,000 in your bank account where inflation decreases its value over time, it's much better to have it in the stock market working for you, because over time you can get much better returns. The same applies for different skills. Let's take advertising for example. If you put $10 into advertising and you can make $20 of that, again, you're putting your money to work and you made more back. So you're not only making more money for yourself, but you're bringing value to other people. If you're able to sell a solution for them, you get paid in return. Financially disciplined people will always look for different ways how they can use their money to make more money. It's easy to talk about this, but it's really that essential and important. And the best thing is it's easy to do. You can, for example, invest $50 every month into stock market, and over time that will grow. Or you can use $50 on advertising something, and if you're able to make $100 back, boom, you just made more money with your own money. These kind of actions show that you are working towards something and you are financially disciplined, and you're not just spending your money on something you don't really need. And let's better say, these kind of actions are supported by being financially disciplined. Now, learning to put your money to work is super important if you want to be financially more disciplined, but like I said, financial discipline is a skill that you can work on daily. You can always educate yourself financially. You can make better logical decisions, and as a result, you will see that you're becoming financially more disciplined, and ultimately, it can lead to huge financial growth, and you will definitely see yourself as more valuable and goal-oriented person. Now, that being said, I end the video here. If you made it to the end, I highly appreciate you. Don't stop watching now. Click here to watch this video next. It is my most recent upload. If you're new to the channel, click here to subscribe. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.